What's up, everyone? It's Kenny here, and it's time for my weekly Lorcana video for Ready Set Inc. Last week we did the comparing all one-drop characters to Flounder, and I had a great time doing that. I enjoyed some of the feedback that I got from it, which was awesome, and I think today we're gonna just get down and dirty, in my opinion, on Lorcana color combinations. So these are your deck combos, and I'm just gonna put them in a tier based on how I feel about them. So don't take anything personal, or don't feel like this is what you should be playing, because it's not true. This is just something for me to put out this week, and it's gonna be funny to me, and I'm gonna enjoy it, and I hope you guys do too. So it looks like you get a combo of every single one, and it starts off with all of the ambers. This is a personal favorite of mine. It is Amber Amethyst. So you get a lot of you get the hyper aggro builds, and we can actually just, I think we're gonna look at some decks here and just briefly scan it. So you got aggro. You have someone's Atlanta deck list. You got Brew Job, Bruno combo. So that means you also get the meme puppies Bruno deck into this, which is great. You get some stitched gameplays into this. Let's check out this combo here. So it looks like you got Bruno and Dolores. And not Dolores. Who am I thinking about? Oh, Bruno and Isabella is a combo because Isabella gains more lore if no one else is quested, and then Bruno can gain lore without questing. So that is a great way. And then Alma is the one that you can put a card on top of your deck that is a Madrigal family member, and then Bruno can name call that character, and you get the lore off of that. So I like these decks, and they are fun. I like the Lilo Maleficent deck, but it's not been superior over many decks when I go to locals and things like that. So we're popping that into a B tier. One of my personal favorites. Here you got the lemon lime. I started off playing this one in set one. Also that Go Fast deck with the Cusco and the other and Lilo and things like that. So it was a lot of fun. And real quick, we will just go ahead and check out some decks here that could be popular now. So you got Tempo Discard, Under the Sea. You get the Kita um the Kita combo with Ariel, where you can pretty much clear your opponent's board and bottom deck it, which is pretty fun. And you got Savija's deck here. Looks like it is a big songs deck. So you got Ursula, you got Ariel, you got the other Ursula. So there are some great things there. And Lemon Lime had a strong hold in the beginning, but I don't see it too much. And I haven't even played against it in local since set one, so we are going to put that in C tier. Here we got Amber Ruby. I'm actually not even sure what decks we are checking out here that people are rocking. Red Fossa probably, and you got the Mulans. You guys see, here's a Specie deck from 70 days ago, so about 3 months. 2 months. You got Mulan, Queen of Hearts, and Goofy. Goofy's great with Hercules. You got a lot of rush going on here, and then a lot of characters are being trashed. This is all characters deck, so you're getting your Chernobog some value when you draw him. And there seems to be I know Red Fossa did pretty good, and it it was an answer to your ruby amethyst setups and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and put that in an A tier. I didn't get to play it too much, but I definitely respect those who play that deck. We got a amber sapphire. So we'll just unclick the ruby and add the sapphire. Check out the popular ones. You got 7 dwarf chests. So you got the dwarf builds, you got the princess builds. Here is a Hades with Cogsworth, so that would be pretty cool. And you still get that popsicle effect. Another dwarf build. You can see here there's a whole setup here. You got Pabby and Grammatala, which would be great. So you're healing, getting a lore, and adding ink, gaining a lore. I don't think I've ever played anyone with this. I see a lot of posts about it, and I think we're going to drop this in our first D tier deck. Next, we got Amber Steel Song. Amber Steel. Did it just show me 3? It looks like I can see the unlimited decks that people can make. So you got Hero Song. You got a Musketeer deck, which sounds pretty cool. Steel Song. Princesses, which is probably going to be songs. Let's see here. Not too many songs, so that's pretty cool. Looks like a Tiana, maybe Cinderella. I don't see Big Cindy, so Tiana here. This deck is made from Steel Sapphire, Steel Amethyst, and Amber Amethyst deck, so they mix all the starters. I wish I read the title for that. That's embarrassing. You got Steadfast Steel Song, so you got the flutes. And this deck is tough to be against. I respect it for not being a ruby amethyst or a green steel. A little foreshadowing of where I'm going to put those decks, but this is definitely hard to play against, and I can see how it would be fun to play with. We're going to drop it in our first S tier. Looks like I have unknowingly split Amber up in all of the tiers, even though my favorite one is in B tier. That's just how it ended up being. So now we're moving on to our amethyst combos. So we will drop both ink colors and we'll check out these amethyst emeralds. Is that what we're doing? Yeah. Immediately off the bat, I see Alpha Jabo. He is a Jafar master, and I appreciate him. I love watching him. He's awesome. We got some great builds here. Gaming Inkwell is one of my favorites. There's a lot of decks out there that they put that I enjoy playing. And you got Green Bounce. So this tier of decks, or this theory of decks, has a lot of the bouncing mechanics. You got Kick Cloud Kicker. You can bounce their cards. You got Mim and Merlin, so you're bouncing your own cards. And you're protecting a lot of your characters while stopping your enemies. So that's a pretty fun deck to play. I think it's something a beginner can learn to play to take it to that next level. And it's definitely a skillful player can be able to fine tune and utilize this deck really well. I'm going to put this in A tier. I think it's got a good mix of being fun and yet given a good challenge against the other decks. So next we're running into Ruby Amethyst. And you can just see off of the vibe that this color is giving on this page, it just instills anger into me. There's a blinding rage that I feel staring at this page. And I don't know if you guys see it or feel it as well, but if you understand what I have seen, then you know where I'm coming from. So you got Ruby Amethyst mid range about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, I mean. You got the 4.0 build. You got the King build, 88% win rate. Tremaine Maleficent, Madame Medusa, all of them. Ban them. Just get rid of it. You got the Ruby Bounce with the Mim package, the Merlin package. These are running, it's running a Sisu and the Flynn. All just bad stuff. Don't do it. It bothers me. It's going in S tier. I don't appreciate it, but I don't think anyone would allow me to put it anywhere lower. Moving on, let's stop thinking about it. Sapphire. Amethyst? Sapphire. You got Blursula, Dime Walk, Letting It Go, Ramp and Draw. It's very interesting. I don't think I've seen much of it. Let's see what we got here. So you're running the Mim package. Running you got Evasive, Big Elsa, and you're throwing in your Sapphire card draw, card wheel with spinning ink and spinning your hand. Sounds like a lot of fun, actually. You got Mickey with hops here. Marshmallow. Grammatala. So you get the popsicle package. It sounds pretty interesting. I haven't seen much of it, and I'm curious why not. I think just for since there's a void of this deck, I think we're gonna drop this in D tier. That's just where it's gonna go for now until someone can prove me that it deserves to be higher. We are bouncing back to Amethyst Steel. Here you're still gonna have Jafar decks. I know Alpha Jabo somewhere on here too. On the wheel with Whole New World. Blue Fairy was a great card to be playing with. I really wanted to be a Jafar player, but when it came out, I didn't have the funds then to buy me a playset of Jafars. Here's not even a Jafar deck. You just got Blue Fairy bouncing off of Floodborns. So Belle, Tinkerbell, you get a lot in here. So you get a lot of card draw out of this. You'll get your Merlins and Madam Mins, and you get benefit from them since you'll be able to move cards around pretty good. Amethyst Steel is pretty tough to be against. And you got your brooms in here. Brooms are gonna take over the world. They're gonna sweep soon. You heard it here first. I believe in the broom meta. I like this category. I like people who play these colors. It's not bad. Steel can be a little oppressive, but it is a great combo. We're throwing this in S tier. Looks like we're moving on to our Emerald. So we're running Emerald, Ruby. This is currently my favorite deck still. I'm not playing as much, so I don't have enough time to move to a new deck. So this is the deck that I still play. This is the deck that I built. It was actually, I want to say it's this evasive one. This is my deck that I am close to building completely, but I'm missing some expensive cards in here like Sisu and Maui. So I put a little filler in of just things that I have. And I really enjoyed it. I think I did well against meta decks. And I think you also get the fast places, fast locations in here, which I have no idea how to play. I've looked at it before and I'm missing it. Got a Rogue Vert, Dawn Carnage, Would you rather have Dawn, Carnage, or Ray? That's the real question here. Ruby, you get your challenges, and Emerald, you get your questing. It's pretty solid. I think we're gonna put this in C tier though, just because I think there can be a lot of decks that can stop it, and it's just missing. It's one piece away from being one piece away. And maybe that comes around in set 5, we'll see. Looks like we're moving on to Emerald Sapphire. The good old Baja Blast colors. Look at that, beautiful colors. Love it. You got a deck that was built 2 days ago with 4,000 views on it. Maybe it was just updated. But heavy emerald, so you're getting a lot of bounce, evasive. You're getting a lot of controls, but without being damaging. So you're forcing your opponent to make decisions that they probably don't want to, but they need to. There's your Baja Blast. Blue, green. I think this is a fun deck. I enjoy what this can bring. And I think we're going to see more of it, hopefully. I know you can get the Hades swap, so you can do Hades, banish, and play the same card for free. So that would be fun to get off one day. So, again, it's more of a meme deck. I ask people to play it when they already won their set championship, and I just think that, they should be giving this deck some recognition since they already got their card and their mat. We're gonna put this in D tier. I'm sorry. You Baja Blast people, come get me. It's not looking good. I'm putting 3 Sapphires down below. We'll see if that changes or not. We're moving on to Green Steel. Unclick. Click. I gotta re-click. Green Steel. Duck Green Steel. Set 4 Green Steel. Bucky discard. Ooh. You guys knew this was happening. This is broken. Bucky, Diablo, Chief Bogo. Shifting, Floodborn. Those who have it, enjoy it. And those who don't have it, don't enjoy it. And those who don't enjoy it, didn't enjoy it so much that they created such a riot that Bucky no longer exists. I mean, he does exist, but he is an actual small rodent now, rather than the behemoth that he was. Even without Bucky, this deck is going to be strong. I'm scared of it still. I don't like it. I don't like playing against it. It's going in S tier. It bothers me. But that's where they will sit. We're looking at Ruby Sapphire. 2 colors right next to each other right there. What we got here? Triton combo. I don't believe that. Sisu on Ice. Hate it. Too good. Ban Sisu. Sisu's the next card to go. It's way too much. It is a be prepared for your opponents only. Popsicles. You're drawing cards, you're inking cards, and then you can play your strong big baddies. It's scary. And I don't like playing against this either. When I'm an Amber aggro player, this guy, I mean, it's 50-50. I can be annoying to them, they could be annoying to me. It depends on if I'm fast enough. And it is a solid deck. Am I putting too many decks in S tier? Maybe one of these needs to go down. Is it the steel one? The steel one goes down, doesn't it? I think that's the way. It looks a little bit better. I'm happier with it. Can I move it back and forth? Can. I think that is the way it should be. Ruby Sapphire moves to S tier and it bumps down another deck because we have too many S tier decks. Maybe Steel Song deserves to be lower. That's where I'm putting it because I've seen things done with that deck. Ruby Steel. Ruby Steel won 10-0. I've won 10-0 before, and then I've seen someone say, good job, you won 10 games in a row. But that's not enough sample size for you to say that this is the winner. So people are looking for 100 games played and 80% win rate off of that for them to believe you, which is fair. You need a stronger sample size than 10-0. You could play your sister and beat her 10-0. You could play your grandma and beat her 10-0. Doesn't prove anything. Goofy Super Squad. Red Steel Heroes. Gem Steel Location. So you're getting pirate decks in here. You're getting... I wonder what this Goofy looks like. So you still got the Banishment Sisters here with Tremaine Medusa. Scary stuff. And with that, you get Tinkerbell and Robin Hood. So it is a lot of damage going out, a lot of deletion. And that's pretty strong. I want to see Goofy win. I pulled an Enchanted Goofy and he deserves to win so I can use him. I also need to buy some Mauis because I don't have enough Mauis. Willon Hero deck. I like that. I like these theme decks. They deserve to be played. On paper, these combos look great. Looks like a lot of fun. And it probably just doesn't win you what it is that you want to win when you're playing. I think we're throwing this in C tier. And it looks like our last one here is Sapphire Steel. All right. You got Ariel. You got Bucky's worst nightmare. So you got anti-Bucky in here. You got Kick Cloud Kicker. Uninvent the Wheel. So these are some heavy hitters here. Sapphire Steel Heroes. You got inking and you got damage. You got lore for free with Phil. And these spells, the spell damaging, the damaging actions, the damaging songs, they're insane. I mean, your opponent plays a card and you boot it off the field. Your opponent plays 3 cards and you board wipe across the field. It's just, the songs go hard. And then you get items out and you're playing songs and then you're questing for 10. And then you use your lucky dime and you get another free 10. This is a S tier. That's what it is. I put too many S tiers. Maybe because these are all the decks that I'm scared of, that they're S tier. And maybe I need to go and reevaluate it because I put only my deck in B tier. This is what I did. This is how I felt in the moment at 12:30 in the morning for my weekly video. This is a Lorcana color combination tier list maker. And for anyone out there who wants to make a video, this can be a video where you can start. Go ahead and give your opinion on these decks, as I did. And tell me what you think. Go ahead and comment below. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me where these decks should be. And I will reply. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Peace out.